Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use EntityHero to add new spawn positions in your custom level in Doom Eternal. I've seen this question being asked quite a lot. Like, I know there are already videos out there explaining how to change demons, like say for example you go into Exaltia and the first encounter you come across has 3 zombies in it. Well, people can change those 3 zombies to be 3 imps instead, or 3 arachnotrons, or whatever. But what I'm talking about is, instead of having those 3 there, you place a 4th one somewhere else in a completely new position that wasn't in there in the original level. So that's what I'm talking about. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go through the procedure as I've just written it here. I think it's pretty accurate, and I don't think I've left much out. I'll include this in the description of the video as well. I think that'll be useful. But I'll go through this and then I'll demonstrate it, and it should be quite clear, I think, then. Right, so I see that there's basically like 3 stages to doing this, is the way that I do it anyway. First, I want to plan where the demons should be. So first of all, you want to go to the encounter that you want to change and take a note of where all the demons are. The example I'm going to be using then is Exaltia, and the first bunch of demons you come across there are 3 zombies in that little pit with the barrels. I'll show you in a moment. Take a note of where they are. Go to the place you want a new demon to be. So you as the player, you walk over to place you want your new demon to be, and then you open the console and you type this in. This is a really handy console command, because it copies your position and orientation coordinates to your clipboard. And so what that means is, once you've done that, you can then Alt-Tab, come out of Doom Eternal, still running it, but come out, and then you can just paste the information you got from the console into a document. So I'm going to make a new document now, and let's call it Exaltia Encounter 1, 3 zombies. I know which encounter that's referring to, like that's how I remember it, 3 zombies. What do I want to add in then? Let's say 1 arachnotron. I'm going to mark that in blue to signify it's something different, something changed. Of course, originally the encounter has 3 zombies, so I would write that in black. So yeah, black signifying what the encounter already has, blue signifying what I want to change about it. So yeah, +1, shall we say, +1 spider. I like to use tables for this as well. First thing I'd write is A, just to give the spider a name, and then in this box will be the spider's position coordinates, and this box will be its orientation coordinates. If I even want to use the orientation coordinates, they're not so necessary most of the time, but the position is. Let me just save that then. Exaltia right there. Cool. Okay, so once you got the position coordinates of where you want your new demon to be, you then need to make a new spawn target, or in other words, a new spawn position. And to do that, you need to go to the encounter in EntityHero. Then find the spawn target of one of the demons that's in the encounter you want to change. Duplicate that spawn target. Then you rename the spawn target. Copy and pasted the name in your notes. That's what's going to go here, so that I don't forget it and I can find it easily. And replace the position information that I'm going to be putting here. I know a lot of this isn't going to make that much sense, but it will when I show it to you. Finally, number 3, add a new demon to the encounter. So you go back to the encounter, you duplicate a demon, change the name of the spawn target so that it's the same as the spawn target you just made, and, well, if you want, change the demon to whatever you want. I want to add in a spider, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Alright, let's rock and roll then. So, first step, go to the encounter, take a note of where the demons are. What I'm doing right now then is I'm going to the encounter I want to change. There they are, the 3 zombies. 3 zombies in the middle and towards the outer edge of the pit is basically where they are. What I'm doing now is I'm positioning myself in the place where I want the new demon to be and facing the direction I want to be as well. So now I open up the console, type in mh_spawn info, and that copies my position and orientation information to the clipboard in Windows. Here's my notes. Control V or paste, and there it all is. So spawn orientation, that's the direction the spider's going to be facing, which, okay, fine, we'll keep that. Like I said, it's not always that necessary. If you don't care which way your demon is going to be facing, then you could just delete this information and not keep it. This is essential though, the position. Oh yeah, an interesting bit of information here. Z signifies how high or low you are. You know, a higher Z value will mean that the demon spawns up in the air, and a lower Z value, well, it could mean they're underground and they just don't show up. But when you get this spawn information, it takes the position of your camera, which is quite a bit above the ground. And so this Z information that you get here will actually be a bit too high. What this basically means is that your new demon will spawn a bit higher in the air, and then they'll fall down again. They'll still work, it just looks a bit silly. If you want the demon's feet to be on the ground when it spawns in, then you need to take away 1.6 from Z. So, sod my maths, I'm not really so good at it. 15.26 minus 1.6, 13.66, so we can change that. There we go. Cool. Okay, we got the spawn information. What do we do next then? We done that. Make a new spawn target. Go to the encounter in EntityHero. I just killed all the demons, so maybe I'll have to load it again. So we go into EntityHero, open from Meathook to get current thingy. Go to current encounter. Right, here it is. We open this up, find the spawns, the components. Here they are. 3 zombies. There they are. Right, what do we have to do next then? Find the spawn target of one of the current zombies. What the hell is a spawn target? Well, if we open one of these up, you got right here entity, and it mentions target spawn. That's the spawn target. That tells this encounter where this entity, where this demon will spawn. So we need to find where this is. So we copy that and then go searching for it. Nope, this is for a master level encounter. This isn't the one we want. Okay, can't find it. Go back then. Something that confused me at first. If you just press enter, it'll only go forward. But if you can't find it, then search backwards instead. Right, search backwards. We're back at the same encounter. Back again. Aha, there it is. There's the spawn target, or target spawn. Right, what do I need to do now? Duplicate the spawn target. Rename it. Copy and paste the target's name in my notes up here. Replace the position information. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so I right-clicked on it, clicked on duplicate. That's what I did. And now I've got another one. So this target spawn, it already has a new name, but I prefer something a bit simpler, something that's easy to change. I just add on an A to the name. You could completely change this. You could change it to, you know, spider instead, but you'd want to be careful to make sure that your name is unique. You don't want to make it clash with some other spawn somewhere else in the level. Anyway, like I said, you want to make a copy of this name. So I'm copying that name, and now I'm going to put it in my notes, and that's why I had A there, because for me A is signifying that this is the first new position. You know, when I'm editing encounters, I might be putting in lots of new positions, and so I just make it A, B, C, D and stuff like that. Anyway, there we have it. Let's open it up. Right, so we open it up, go down to edit, and here's spawn position. Spawn position, spawn position. We need to change this. I guess I hadn't thought this through so well because, after all, the spawn position is very similar to the new spawn position. But perhaps we can delete the other one, 179. So I just copied and pasted the new spawn position over this one. Click away from it, check it again. Sometimes it doesn't save, and that's really annoying. So you check it again. Yes, that's updated. Awesome. I'm going to show you a little extra here. Spawn editable. If you open that up, go down here, you can see here AI state override, AI override default. This actually determines how the daemon spawns in. Default just means it magically appears, like it just blinks in. If you want it to teleport, you know, like with that fiery effect, then you can just change it to teleport, and then it'll do that. Okay, so that's it. Also, there's spawn orientation here. If you're concerned about which way the demon will be facing, then you could replace this as well. As I remember, when I was in the encounter, I was facing towards the player, towards where I would be coming from. So actually, I'd quite like that. So let's replace the spawn orientation as well. Click away from it again, spawn orientation. Right, time for a save, because this program crashes quite often. So I'm going to save it as the file name, which is what? E1m2_battle. I'll put it there. Cool. Right, I saved it. Okay, so we've done that. 179A. What do we do next then? Done all that. Add new demon to the encounter. So go back to the encounter, duplicate a demon. In this case, I think I'll replace 179 because the original zombie is pretty much in the same place as the spider. Change the name of the spawn target to the new spawn target you made, and that's it. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Right then, so we want to go back to the current encounter. Here it is. Here's the encounter. This one is 179. Let's change him then, 179A. Now I've changed it to my new spawn. What else do I want to do? We could change him to be spider. Do you want to auto resolve? If you say no, it's not going to work. So yes. Okay, so I found that spiders won't work here, or maybe they will. Maybe I need to try a little bit harder. So let's just make it an imp instead. There we have it, 179A. Time to test it out and hope for the best. Reload level. Let's go for it. What I'm expecting to see then is for an imp to be in about the middle of the pit. He should teleport in. And there he is. Did you see that fiery effect? That was the teleporting. So it worked. Now let's do something interesting then. Let's choose a different spawn location, something that's a bit more obvious. Let's try going on top. So I'm facing the direction I want to be in, putting myself in position. The zombies are now attacking me. You can use God in the console to not be bothered by the demons. Type in mh_spawninfo to get the position and orientation information, and then Alt-Tab back into Windows and into EntityHero. What do I need to do then? I need to find this spawn target again, which I seem to remember is up here anyway. There it is. Right, let's delete this, copy that back in. Right, there we have it. Minus 1.6, 19.66 minus 1.6, 18.06. Okay, 18.06. Cool. Right. Spawn position. There he is. We copy this, replace it, and it's saved. Good. Orientation, sure, why not? Copy and paste. Did it save? Yep. Yep, looks fine. Right, that's it. Save again. Reload level. What I'm expecting then is for an imp to teleport in on top just outside the pit, and there he is. It worked. Hooray! You'll also see that there's only 2 zombies down there now in the pit, but that's because I deleted the third one, right? The 179, and replaced him with the imp. And that's all there is to it. If you found this tutorial useful and you liked it, then please leave a like and subscribe and a comment. I'm also in the process of developing a Patreon page, and I'll include links to that later. So if you'd like to support me in that way, that would be greatly appreciated. That would help me a lot with putting the time in to make these tutorials and get them out here for you. Also, if you have any other questions, anything else you want to do in EntityHero or with making custom encounters, please leave a comment and ask them. I can't guarantee that I'll have answers to all your questions. You know, I'm still learning as I go as well, just the same as any other modder, I would say. But there's no harm in asking, and I'll try my best. That's what I can promise. Apart from that then, I'll talk to you later.